G'day. My name is John Huggart, and I release songs. I'm a songwriter, and I release songs under the artist name of Project Reverb. And today I want to talk about how I wrote and recorded the song I Don't Belong Here. Of course, in the description below, I will have the link to the final finished product and the video clip associated with that release. It's called I Don't Belong Here. The story about this song is I needed to take my father into aged care for dementia. So tough life event for any of us to see your loved ones suffering with dementia. And then you're going through that really difficult period that he's running a full independent life with my mother and living independently, but gradually the impact of dementia, intruding on his life and his home. And there's that point of time you've got to move in to aged care. I don't want to do that. I don't think any of us want to go there, whether it's aged care for dementia or aged care for any reasons. We don't want to end up in a nursing home. This song reflects the trauma that I went through in navigating that process and that final horrific moment of leaving my dad as his carer, taking him to his final dementia aged care place, and because he's been through a couple of respites as well, but and then leaving him there, knowing in all likelihood he wouldn't be leaving there again. And it's a gutting process. It's emotional, and the song gives voice to many things that he's actually said to me. But it also probably gives voice to my fears, my journey with him having to accept and be taken to aged care, and probably the ravages as well of dementia as it plays on you and invades your mind and your behaviors. This song started like this. So I was very emotional. I got home from that process and I just picked up the guitar and I started noodling. And I didn't know where I was going, but it was kind of like the whole, warming up thing, just warming up and I was finding these two notes to riff around. So just that rundown became the basis of the song. What's that? It's just the eighth and the seventh and the sixth and the fifth, I guess, of the note in that rundown. And it's a very literal song. I don't want to be here. I don't want to stay. You can't leave me here. This is not my place. And in the link below, you'll see the intro to the whole song. I won't attempt to sing it or play it here. To add a little bit of variation as I was noodling around here between the verses, I just added this little modulation by just coming from the root note of the E and adding this F sharp. Makes it a bit interesting. Very simple song to play, two fingers, and I'm not a guitarist, I'm a drummer, if anything. And after this descent, I don't want to be here. I don't want to stay. You can't leave me here. It's not my place. I don't belong here. I shouldn't stay. So that's that's kind of like the verse and the refrain coming back out of it. There's not a lot of a chorus, except the second time after the verse, I do add, one day I'll fly away. A couple of interesting lines there. It says, why does the water taste like wine? So that actually refers to the fact that my father loved having a drink of wine after dinner, after dinner. And of course, with the ravages of dementia, it was a care issue as to any alcohol allowed impact on behaviors. They offered non-alcoholic wine there. Fortunately, that's never been an issue for Dad, but it's kind of like me voicing the fact that Why does the water taste like wine? Because obviously he's not drinking real wine anymore. He said, "I'm used to people. I'm good that way, but the people here are not okay." And that was literally what Dad would tell me. Sometimes it was interspersed with some conspiracy theories about what was going on in the management of the facility. Wonderful facility, amazing carers, no concerns there at all. But the ravages of dementia. That's what the song's about, and the resolution of the song. Oh, and there's a very, I think, a poignant point in the song, third last verse, I think, and it says, "My door is open, and where I lay, there's a small pile that they'll take away. I don't belong here. I shouldn't stay. One day I'll fly away." And that's a real experience for me, to actually determine where Dad could be homed, going in and finding the room. The room that they introduce you to is clearly the room that's just been vacated, and it literally was that room. It was not quite ready to show to other people. Uh, it was in that state of someone's clearly been there for a long time. There's bits and pieces still around. Most of the things are just now in a box on the middle of the bed. And so it was kind of like a bookend to the journey for all of us. There's a small pile that they'll take away. So it's a very tough song, very sad song. The good news is Dad is still alive. I'm very fortunate. He's 94. He's doing incredibly well. Good combination of care, support, medication. And he's been there over 2.5 years now. But I don't belong here, and I wouldn't want to be there either. Uh, I'm sure you've faced these challenges before as well. Please check out the song below. I'm really proud of this song when it was released because it's actually my guitar playing on there. I'm a drummer, but I did record the guitar part, and then producer Michael Fogarty brought it to life. Beautiful Michael, and so tastefully done, almost like a lo-fi treatment in my view. And to bring life to those words, I needed experience in that voice and gravitas. And that's what John Keenan. Now, John Keenan, I met through the Facebook world, and he's in Scotland, but he's an amazing Americana singer. And he was beautiful in providing the vocals for this song that Michael produced. Also turned out, small world, that Michael actually knew John beforehand as well. So good voices get around. I really do hope you enjoy the song I Don't Belong Here.